dancers, it's teacher Lina. Anyway, I don't know what's wrong with my dog. He's like extra clingy. So today's topic is something I've been wanting to do, and it's about my favorite roller exercises. So I wanted to do this because, well, I just see so much people rolling like this. But it's not, I don't know, I'm not saying it's not good. Of course, any type of thing to release your muscles, it's okay. But then, like, you don't get the full benefit unless you roll properly. And I learned this from a therapist before, and I've also talked to a few others who also say a lot of people just buy this but don't exactly know how to do it. And I'm sure there are a lot of YouTube videos, but I'm just gonna give my top ones that I know dancers would really enjoy and benefit from. Like, maybe you could find an example or a better kind of video compared to mine, because I'm just speaking from experience. Again, I want to tell you I'm a ballet teacher, and I mean, like, I just also learned this off of physical therapists who taught me how to do it. So maybe if you want a better example of how to do it, you'd be able to find the ones that are good for us. So anyway, for us dancers, we really need either this or a trigger point ball or any kind of small ball. So I use this one for specific muscles. Alright, I'm going to list down the top exercises, the top roller things that you can do for you. I do want to note why therapists are so particular about how you do it is because there's so much people who just do, like, for example, like, they'll just do like this and they're like, ooh, like, it's fine, like, this is good. But, like, honestly, you're supposed to be rolling properly, and by properly that means it should hurt. So not hurt like sharp pain, it's more like hurt that's like really onto the specific part or where you're targeting. So one of my favorite rolling exercises, which I like to do for this part of my thigh, especially since for us dancers, we tend to like grip a lot of part of here, this area, and our lower back especially, and it's connected a lot to the muscles around here. So I love to roll this part, and here's what I can already feel the pain. But you stretch out your bottom leg, cross over the top, and man, that part really hurts. So I usually like to, well, I was just taught to like roll around, and then you kind of find the most painful area, and then you just have to like go there. Now I'm just gonna shorten this so you guys can do it on your own, but oh man, but I do this every after class, so I just kind of really go through those muscles. Otherwise, like, I'm not gonna get through the week properly. I really have to do a lot of release, especially if you think about it, like, well, it's not okay to go to massage therapists right now, or maybe some of you do, but I'm really afraid to because of Corona and all, so I just do it myself. And of course, you have to do the other side. So again, place the roller here by your hip, stretch the bottom leg. Oh my goodness. You can see, you know, like where it hurts more or most, but oh man, this thing hurts, and I can hear things cracking already. My next one is here for the back of my lower back, especially me because, well, of my injury. So I'm going to do like a number 4. Kind of gonna target almost the same spot, but not really, because it's going to be near like the lower back area. And I really love this one, but it's also really painful. It can target the same part, but a little deeper, like it feels. And if you like lower this part, like, it's really gonna get into needing that part. But my back feels so good right after, so I would do this before class too. If I really wanted to get warm, and then I was warm, and then I'd do an extra. So make sure you do the other side too. So yeah, these are my first 2. I was also told I can use the balls if I wanted to be more specific. For example, you know, just as I demonstrated earlier, you can kind of just, but it's so painful to use the ball and do that. So I just mostly use the roller, since, I mean, it covers a bigger scope too. And also it's not as painful, although it is still painful. Again, I do have to note, like, if you don't really dig in. You like really have to put it in. Sometimes I'd be doing this and really sweating. Like it's as if it's a workout too. The next one, and it's also one of my favorites, is going to target here, the front part of your thigh. And so you're gonna, I don't know how to show this well, but you're gonna bend your knee like so. It's gonna be like a plank. So you're gonna be on your, oh my gosh, it's so painful. But you have to actually go even to the inside. You can even go to the inside, like near this muscle here, near that line. For me, this part is tight, and also definitely this part for me, near the knee. So I love to do this part, but you really should put some muscle into it and really like knead it out. And you know what? Afterwards, you feel like you can do so many grand butt mas. No, really, I'm not joking. So there's so many benefits to rolling out. Like, you know, so much people talk about like just stretching and just working out when they don't realize sometimes they're tight in areas. That's why they're not able to stretch properly. So I would say I do this before I stretch. Well, I warm up and then I probably do this, or I do this, then I warm up and then I stretch. And I can guarantee you'll be a lot less tense. So there, that's the third exercise that I was taught. My favorite one. My next one, also another favorite, is for my back. So that's the upper back. Well, I don't roll it. This is what I often see people do. They just go like this. And I'm just like, what does it even do? And then one time I tried it and I'm like, what is this even? So anyway, I went to, well, the PT or the therapist taught me also how to do this. So you put your hands here and then it's almost like a crunch. You just let your back kind of like rest, and it really opens up your shoulder area. And you can even have it like higher and then just drop. It's pretty painful for me, especially since I have shoulder pain right now, but it's really so good. And of course, don't forget to breathe when you're doing these exercises. It's really so good for us. And I know you've all been requesting me to do these exercises. Anyway, when it comes to the back or the shoulders, I do like to use a trigger point from time to time, just to kind of like specifically, almost like a massage, really just get into those muscles. Yeah, but it feels so, look, compared to earlier, you know what, for a few months already, I've had this really bad shoulder pain, and rolling has helped so much to kind of like loosen everything out. And especially right now where we're at home and we are always working, like I just feel like we work super like tightly now. I don't know, well, my space is quite big now, but we just feel like so cramped. And then I don't know, I tend to tense up a lot of parts of my muscles. So right now I'm doing like a lot of rolling here on the side of my arm, which helped so much with the mobility of my arm, because it was stuck for almost 4 months and it still kind of is painful. But after like, so I go on a wall and I just like roll this out. This isn't an exercise, but I'm just kind of giving an example in case like you have some shoulder pains or like front of the shoulder arm. I just go onto a wall and like start rubbing. So if this was the wall, and let me just show you guys, this is the wall, I just lie down and like, and it's super painful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but this one's really nice, especially if you're like a computer user and you're always on your phone or your laptop. So anyway, that's just an extra. I've been doing also a few more strengthening things just so that I can really strengthen those areas, because sometimes it's like maybe your muscle is either overused or maybe it's not strong enough. I don't know, for the activity you're doing. I guess no one can really tell. Just try everything you can. So yeah, I think these are my favorite roller exercises that I would recommend to dancers, especially since we get a lot of tightness here in the side of the leg. Oftentimes we get a lot of pain on the legs because we tend to neglect the use of our core, as we all know, and then everything just travels down to the legs, and then we get all these weird pains on our knees and our ankles. So I would say it really does benefit you to roll them out once in a while. And of course, it's going to be a short-term solution if you don't fix your technique. So anyway, I hope that this kind of gives you also a little bit of an insight on why we roll, and how to do it properly or semi. Again, I'm going to tell you, you can search better videos on this. If you can find some videos that will show the same exercise, doing it properly, then I would recommend you just follow that. But I'm just also showing you what I was taught by my therapists as well. So I hope that helps you and gives you time to roll out yourselves before class and while warming up. So again, I'm Teacher Lina of Dance by Lina and Studio Dance by Lina. You can check out any of our websites and again our shop if you'd like to support us. And thank you again for watching. I hope that helped.